Let's put this right here. And that can go right there. And now I'm doing all of the things. What's up, chat? My leg fucking hurts. What am I doing? Why am I here? There's probably something that I needed here. Nothing to report? Sure. I saved there for some reason. Not sure why. Hi. I like to buy clothing. I don't know if you know this, but... Oh. That was a nice purple. We can wear that. That looks cool. Yeah, we don't need those. Listen, I need to buy every... Holy crap. We got the proper... Okay, well, we don't need to worry about those. We do got the fancy Zori sandals coming up. I feel like running around in sandals is probably not the best idea, but that's fine. Kind of funny seeing 4 different versions of this game all like up on 4 different screens. Kind of funny. Let's get our amethyst ones. All done shopping for now? I am. Okay, we have some interesting ideas to do today. So, if I check all my pastures, right? Okay, that's all good and fine and dandy. All y'all are still here. Okay. That's what I pretty much assumed. Okay, so normally I would be like, oh, we're just gonna do the glitch and get some money and stuff. However, that is not the case today. We have a bit of crazy stuff to do. I have to look this up because I'm gonna be like probably wrong. But there was a mistake that I made a while back that I kind of was like, it won't be that big of a deal. Only to find out that it's the biggest of deals. So that's going to be a mix of today plus grabbing any remaining, well, some of the remaining shinies I'm going to need. It'll all make sense relatively soon. Also, we got the Nyani cam. Because I just don't feel like being on camera today. I'm not looking forward to tomorrow. If the stream description in YouTube and my general demeanor is anything to go by. But it should be okay. Okay, so when we send all those away to the gulag, a lot of pebbles, gravel, not that much dust and rocks. I need the dust. And I need a lot of it because I accidentally sold a whole bunch, and that's actually what's stopping me. That's what I figured it was gonna be, so should be good. Okay. So the general gist. Cool. Massive mass outbreaks, exactly what I want. We're just gonna go. I'm actually going to save because this is one of the ones that like I don't specifically have too much I need to get here. And we'll catch a whole bunch of stuff if need be. So. Chimchar is perfect. Chimchar, Abra, Stantler. Holy shit, we actually got a good roll here. And Sfeel, I think, are the 4 that I need. Chimchar, we could do permutations for it. I'm not super, like... I don't need to do permutations yet. That is a fucking big-ass Starly. Okay. What up, Spring? How's it going? What was something else I was, like, considering? But I don't want to do that yet. Just got off work? Nice. Nice, nice. Want to do that? Yeah. I have an idea for something, but I don't want to do it just yet. I feel like it's been a minute, Spring. Spring, you got any job openings? For like anything? Nope, I figured. Bro, you missed a fucking rant and a half. I guess it was yesterday. Yeah, that makes sense. It was yesterday. Holy shit. It's Big Monkey the fucking play today. Okay, so here's the lowdown, okay? So I had a meeting at work that, among other things, boiled down to we're not making enough money. Please explain why we are not making enough money without saying that people are poor. By the way, we're not meeting certain metrics that our main dentist doesn't want to do. Kit, you're doing okay, but also at the same time, you're not. Like, you should be bringing in more money. So you either drive 2+ hours one way to a new office to get your hours there, or you're just gonna have to be taking days off. Also, prices have increased anywhere from 20 to 60%. It really looks like. And no one wants to do that. The frickin' deep cleaning's raised up, like, holy shit. Deep cleaning's raised up a total of, what is it? $120 per side of your mouth. So that's a thing. Yeah. Crowns went up by $200. $200. Root canals up. Like, it's just... So they want to do, like, you know... What they want to do what, like, yes, I understand we should have been doing, like, cancellation fees and also, like, deposits for appointments because some people just don't show up. But, like, it's always financial. it's always financial, and if they think that $100 is going to convince them to go when I can't do a payment plan based off of that because they already paid the fucking 100, and also our payment plans are now 30% for 4 months maximum. Like, what the fuck do I tell people? Oh yes, I understand though. You need this treatment that is super, super important for your health and everything like that. Oh, you don't have the fucking 600 bucks you gotta put down in order to even get started? Crazy. And then the rationale is, oh, but if they only do $100 and $200 down, it's just going to go to the collections and we'll never see that money back. And I'm just like, well, you're never going to see it to begin with. Either you get the small amount immediately or you get nothing. Like, that's just the way it is. Kind of dealership type plans. We have some that are like deferred interest ones, so like you don't have to excuse me, you don't have to like pay interest on like the monthly payments, but like a lot of them that they want to start pushing are like anywhere from 25% to 30% interest for a 5 to 10 year payment plan. Not month, year, with a Y. So you catch these lads. For your teeth, yep. Which I never offered anybody. Because I don't like interest. I don't like ever asking anybody to pay interest. And I know business-wise that's probably not a good thing, but for a moral standpoint, I'm not gonna have somebody fucking pay that much. Like, I'm not gonna do it. Now, I would like to once again reiterate though, the team that I work for, absolutely amazing. They're absolutely fantastic. And I'm never saying anything bad about the team that I work for. Okay, sometimes they do drive me a little bit insane, but like that's your coworkers, like they can drive you insane a little bit. This is I know higher up stuff, and I know that my manager is just essentially repeating what the higher ups think of us as well as me. Like, I get it. However, counterpoint. Counterpoint, the economy is fucked. It's the middle of goddamn summer, and people want to spend money on vacations and not have to worry about their teeth or their health while they're on there. And then September rolls around, and then all of a sudden everyone shows up being like, okay, I may have, like, neglected this for a small bit. It's like, yeah, you did, but guess what? You're here now. So, like, good for you. So, I am just being open about it. I've lost motivation to do a lot of things. Water week. Where's my electric raid? Great question. I don't have an answer for you. I've been getting better with doing rolls, by the way, with my crystals. I used up all of them. I only got like 4 increases, so like that's not good, but yeah. So yeah, I've not been in any like straight up, I've just been not in any like drive to do anything. I know streaming is what, like, you know, cheers me up and makes me happy and everything. But long and short of it is like, I feel so defeated because this is now another job that I'm having to leave because even though I'm like giving it my all and doing what I can for both the patient and for, you know, for the patient as well as the business, like I've morally and psychologically, even though I'm not the most like empathetic person, like I can't. I cannot just watch people like it fucks me up just seeing like, yeah, you need all this stuff. By the way, you're never going to be able to afford it in your lifetime. Sucks. It's like, what? So I talked to my parents about it, which for a lot of people, they're like, that's probably not the best idea. Just because my parents and I don't like see eye to eye on a lot of things. Luckily, my mom and my dad both completely understand where I'm coming from in this case. However, my mom, we had a little bit of an argument before we got there. Because I told her what was going on, and then some of like the more specific stuff, which Spring, I'm just gonna message you that. Where is dummy? I haven't talked to you in fucking ages there. Okay. I sent you the thing I can't say on stream. But so like, because my mom was like saying, well, if they give you days off, like what are your alternatives? I was like, well, I can go up to these offices, but I'm like, wait, like why would they want you to move there if you're not doing a good job? If like there's not hardly a difference between that office and the office you're currently on. And I'm like, well, it's 2 hours away, and that's with like minimal traffic, but GPS says that it's 1 hour away, so I'm only going to get paid for gas and time for 1 hour driving there. Which, like, no, that's not going to cover shit. And also the 1 hour back and gas. That Cricketot just escaped the ball. That's cool. And even if I'm in like with traffic, it's gonna take me like 3+ hours to get to that office one way, and like three back. I was like looking it up earlier today, and she's just like, well, that doesn't make sense because like why would they send you a different office if you're not doing a good job? And it's like, Mom, the office is 2 to 3 hours away. They don't want to fire me because if they fire me, you know, or have to like let me go because of like X or Y, they have to pay me and stuff, like unemployment and shit. They don't want to do that. So if they don't want to do that, what's your other option? Your other option is get the person to have them leave themselves. Cut their hours and do everything that's not firing them or getting rid of them, so that way they leave on their own. I've seen it before. I've attempted to have it happen to me before. And luckily I'm good with like jobs that I can actually like, you know, maneuver my way around. I told her today, I was like, listen, I understand that it like seems weird that, oh, they're just going to move me to a different office, even if they think I'm not doing well. No, they're moving me to another office to convince me to leave. And well, like I know my shortcomings are that like, you know, I feel like this is just crazy how the prices are, and I know we don't set the prices. Even the corp doesn't set the prices that I work for. Like it's just it's a mix of insurance and the state. Like I what the fuck am I gonna do? I can't do shit about it. So yeah, no, but my mom's offered to like help me out with finding a job. She was thinking I should work government. I talked about this yesterday. She has since moved on past that notion, which I'm gonna thank my dad for. Pretty sure, because I'm pretty sure my dad convinced her like, "Hey, Kit lives in this place. By the way, if he even works remotely close, he's just gonna get his car like keyed and like trashed and thrown stuff." How many shinies do I have? Indiscernible amount. Welcome to the stream, occupied. A lot of stuff. A lot of shinies. But yeah, so that's where I'm at right now. My dad, on the other hand, he has some ideas, so I might actually listen to him for once. So. It's nighttime, so there's not really too many to really grab. I want to see if this actually gets me what I'm looking for. Because if it does, cool. If it doesn't, oh well. It's nighttime though, so like actually capturing some things, not the great. All right, world's fucking biggest Bidoof, right there for all to see. I mean, there was a Starly earlier. You know, that's fair. Good job, Bidoof. Okay. It didn't give me any of the dust, so let's see. Just for what we caught. We haven't gotten any for today. So if I go here. So what we caught. 6, 4, 24, 25. So we caught 35. Let's see if I get a big return on this. Don't get rid of the shiny Silicoon. He might be useless in battle, but like at least she'll be worthwhile when I have to do the endgame stuff. All right. I'm hoping for like at least 30. 7. Why? Why 7? Oh. Because unfortunately I only have 161 dust. Which might sound like a lot, but it's actually not a lot at all. I don't care about Avalugg. I really don't. Okay, hold on. Can I have rest until morning? Okay. Maybe, hold on. I mean, these lads are pretty... Okay, because the goal is also getting dust while also simultaneously catching other things. The weasels. I need more grit dust. If I'm going to be able to do what I need to do, grit dust is absolutely needed, and then we can just start doing the other stuff. It's just a matter of, will this work? There's got to be a better way to get this shit. Like, I'm racking my brain. I know alphas can sometimes get me some good shit, but like, seriously, buddy, you broke out of an ultra ball. Where are you? Get back in the ball. That's crazy. That Bidoof was like, I'm the world's strongest Bidoof. I'm from that goddamn animation. Here's the thing. I think this is worthwhile only because there's a chance at a space-time distortion. If I can just get all of these and then do a space-time distortion, there is a chance. It's not a great chance, but we do need a few more Eevees. And Eevee, the best chance I'm going to have at capturing a shiny Eevee is going to be from space-time distortions. There is one, maybe two that spawn in the fucking land of the snow. You can tell how much I love that place because I don't remember the name of it. So I think what I'm going to do, yeah, is just go around catching a whole bunch of Bidoof and stuff. Here's the thing. I want to catch all these and then just release them and then get an idea of, like, how much dust we can get from it. Could be some weasels over here, too, that we can catch. Never mind. They should be over here. Okay, two of them. Junior. I don't think I really want to catch my Junior. Okay, this is all this one side, so I think we'll be fine. Rapidash, don't care. The Ponytas, I think, are a little bit out of my league for what we're trying to do. So let's get rid of everything we just caught. That's like, what, a box full that I just caught? If I can at least get 10 dust from it, then this is starting to be worthwhile. If not, this is the worst Christmas ever. Okay. So a little less than a box full. Let's figure out how much we got. Everything is between level 3 and 6. So we got 29 gone. 8 grit gravel. So out of 29, so there's 19 left. Nothing at all. And here's the fucking crazy part. That was gravel. That wasn't even dust. You ever get this feeling that you're just boned? You ever get the feeling that you're just so utterly screwed? Did nothing. That legitimately gave me stuff that I already have. I don't have any words. So I need grit dust. Okay, you. I just want to know. This is just purely for interest of you are a dickhead. You're doubly a dickhead. Okay, Graveler gave me an experience candy. Bro, I need dust. Like, that's what I need to do. I need it. Well, it's cool that's a female combi. What's not cool is that, it's not shiny. I do need a shiny female combi. That's another thing on my list. Still got a few things that we're looking for. Around this area, we're looking for a shiny Baniri. That's one. Cherubi, combi, female Burmy, particularly, or Wormadam. Heracross is another one. And Stantler. 2 Stantlers, preferably. Look at all the Baniri. Oh, I guess Shellos is another one. Do be another one. Apom's not on the list. Abra's on the list. Just was like thinking about it. Yeah, Abra's technically on the list, same with Kadabra. Doesn't have to be. What is this? Okay, yeah. Everyone's saying releasing Pokemon, but that's not working in this case. Oh, hold on. Somebody might have figured this out. Let's see. see. Okay. I think I have a solution. We'll see. So apparently it depends on what your party needs at the time of release. So, if I read this correctly, based on what that guy checked, what I'm going to do, we're going to probably have to reset the area. What? Somebody said, so one person said low-level geodudes, are like a good way to farm and just keep having them refresh. But another one that I was reading was saying that was based on what team you have and what their like values are there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to catch this guy, 2, 3, 4. So, let's see if this works. I'm gonna see my Pokemon. We're gonna move team weak stuff. The Graveler's interesting, but that's okay. And then now we're gonna catch a whole bunch of shit. Including Geodudes, apparently. So we're just gonna go around, catch as much as we can, go from there. It was saying that like the pebble or the gravel were like really easy to come by. Somebody was saying just do the duplication method. I'm gonna try catching these. I'm trying to think, are there any other places where there's Geodude? Level 11. They said also 11 to 15 might be contenders. Excuse me. You broke out of the Pokeball? What? No, you're a dickhead. Don't fly away from me. Dude, that's a fucking big ass Starly. That Starly's so big. It's a chonky Starly. I can't believe that actually hit before you got angry. Cool. Look at that experience candy. I should start grabbing any alpha. I see. It just dawned on me. Getting alphas probably is a good idea. Because that way I can get different candies. Like, I was like thinking about it. It's like, maybe I do. Maybe I do want to do that. That's a Shinx. You're a Stantler. You're still a Shinx. Look at all those Geodudes down here. These motherfuckers might be able to give me some cool shit. I'm just gonna keep farming things until we get to two hundo ultra balls. The Geodude population is currently suffering at the hands of Kitathi. And you know, sometimes that's just how it is. Excuse me. Sometimes you just gotta destroy a Pokemon population in order to get what you want. Okay, where else are Geodudes? Geodudes are near rocks. It's the only other rocks I can think of are on the opposite side. That is another potential. Listen, Geodude might be the saving fucking grace here. Depending on how, excuse me, need you, actually. Fucking flying rocks. They could be everyone's saving grace. That tree is shaking. I'm just curious. Hello. What's inside of you? Okay. Hi. You're another Geodude. Alright, so far so good. Drifloons are out, but the Geodudes are still here. I'm not gonna grab those. Look at this. Listen, if this could be a miracle. I don't want Zubat. Zubat actually, they go zoo, and I don't like zoos. For a multitude of reasons, biggest reason actually being that I'm usually allergic to every single animal that can be found in a zoo. Why my parents thought it would be a great idea to constantly take me to zoos. Never understood that. There's like a popular zoo in California. It's one of the Sands. Oh, hi. I mean, I don't need you, but like, well occupied if you're still here. We got +1 today. Out of like 200 something. Like I have a lot. Anywho. More Geodudes. Ah, space-time distortion. My favorite. That actually is really good. So we will go check that out. Look at that. Everybody can evolve. Anywho, god damn it. Yeah, no, my parents used, like, they took me to one of the, it was like San Francisco or San Diego Zoo, one of the two. It was like a popular zoo, and they're like, this would be great. And I think my brothers did enjoy going to the zoo, but I hated every second of it, mostly because I just was feeling sick. It's just being around nature and just always being sick. It doesn't work. It doesn't work for Kit. So like I try my best to fight through it and be like, this will be great, and in actuality, it's pain most of the time. Most of the time it's just pain and misery, but it's fine. Hello, Staravia. Okay, we are down a few Geodudes. Think there's any more around here? Cool. Sneasel. Sneasel is a potential that we need. Damn, that was fast. Okay, let's go see. Keep in mind that my Pokemon are not that good. So we'll see how this works, too. Come on, give me the cool Sneasel. That's not... No. Where's Sneasel number 3? Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, none of the Sneasels. Changed color. I don't have any good Pokemon for this, so this might go horribly if one of these turns out to be a different color. I have 6 Pokemon, all that could just be killed with the flick of the wrist. That is a Gengar. Look at the chubby lad. Dude's chubby as all chubs. That's a giant Gengar. Most notably, chubby. It's not as chubby. I'm just kidding, that's Mega Chonk, is what we call that shit. Mega Chonk. Two Steelixes. Baffling. Lickitungs. Nothing too crazy. I thought that Leafeon was a different color for a second. That would have been annoying because I already have one. But it wasn't, so we're good. Onyx, Haunter. Nothing really too interesting around here. It's really what it's coming down to. Not much interesting. If only it could last for ages. If only. Don't you get any closer, you giant bear. You didn't see shit. You didn't see shit. Boom. Look at that dodge. That was the spiciest dodge of all time. And this is when you find out that the world hates you. Crazy. Well. Alright, let's go, we're gonna go to Jubilife, I think. Let's just go to Jubilife. Let's go just see if this works. We're gonna do some saving. We caught 80 Pokemon. So I gotta run over here. I'm gonna save before this, because this could determine greatness. All right, Nope. Release the beasts. Except for that shiny, I guess. Alright. Let's see. How much dust? A rock. Crazy. 13 dust. Okay. It's not the worst thing. It could have something to do with our team. So what I'm going to do is now we're going to go back. We're going to put the team in the release area. Because this is team release. Except not exactly. Don't worry about the shinies being in there. Switch. Okay. So now we're going to catch a ridiculous amount again. We're going to see if it has anything to do with our whatever it's called, our team. So Geodudes were the way. I'm going to catch some Beedoofs as well, just because we'll just catch everything. Based on everything I just released, I think the low-level ones don't actually get rid of anything. So I think we are looking for like the 10 to 15 range. That's what I'm feeling. So I think actually what I want to do is catch these. We're going to try to go to 150 balls. I feel like that's a good number. What level are you? 10? You know what? 10's a good number. Sometimes there's a munchies down here. You're level 8. I'll catch you, I guess. Geodudes seem pretty. I don't know. I'm a firm believer in Geodudes now. In the past, I might have not been a Geodude believer, but I'm starting to feel starting to feel Geo-y, duty. I don't know what the right word is. I was gonna say I was feeling the dude. That's not what I want to say. I said it anyway, so. But I'm thinking, right? So like Geodudes, prime state. However, get this. Combies? Combies could also be away. Like ridiculous amounts of combies. Staravias. Like we're looking for 10 to 15. 10 to 15 range. What are you? 12? Perfect. Paris? Paris is another one. I think Paris might be the way. What a primordial Lilith. Thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate it. Welcome to the kid party. What did you walk into? Me assaulting this Alpha Paris. Me also trying to... Jesus. Me also trying to get as much grit dust as possible right now. What was supposed to be shiny hunting for shinies I don't have has now evolved into which Pokemon can get me dust and which level requirement's gonna get me anything. Cricketot, you're useless. You always have been, always will be. But Combi might be the play. There's like a ludicrous... Oh my gosh, Psyduck. Aren't there like a butt ton of Psyduck? You're level 16. Congratulations. You're one level over what I'm looking for, but that's fine. You are stuck in the ground, but I'm still going to catch you. Oh, Baneri. Hold on. Are you... You climbed the tree? You've got to give me something. Don't let me miss every single ball in the world. Okay. Baneri could be the play. You got angry. You're no longer angry. You are a bunny. Okay, we're doing okay. That Baneri just escaped an Ultra Ball. The world's crumbling around me. I'll just throw this. That's fine. Like I said, Combi might be the way. Combi might be the way. Ignore my blue Overquill, by the way. I still haven't given it a name, but it will be named eventually. I gotta name all my Pokemon for the... Once we get to the Path of Solitude stuff. Get back here. Get back here. I've wasted 3 of these on you. Lilith, I take it you might be a Pokemon fan, judging by the fact you found this stream, and if so, I have to ask the obligatory question of what's your favorite Pokemon? You working on your own region? Would you say working on your own region, like... Are you making, like, a fan game, or... What up, Jordan? Lucario? Lucario's a pretty great answer. Can't deny that. Favorite Pokemon has to be Typhlosion. Make a fan game? Nice. Well, good luck, good luck. Lucario's a pretty good answer, though, too. Typhlosion... Now the obligatory question after you announce Typhlosion is this is pre or post Game Freak Pokemon League. Which I believe the correct answer is pre, and if you say post, I don't judge. Way before the post. Cool. For me, I am a Zorua/Zoroark fan. I will die on this hill. I'm biased. The first game was Typhlosion's first appearance. Nice. Weirdly enough, Gold and Silver are the 2 Pokemon games I've actually never played, really. I played OG Blue. Like, Blue was my first Pokemon game. And I played every other one except for Gold and Silver for some reason. If you would like to know the reason why, I don't have an answer. Because I played it at my grandparents', and the game seems to be lagging on stream. Let's see. Well, that didn't help. Like it's stuttering, not so much lagging. That might just be you. Try, let me get rid of those 2. Like the entire thing is, I'm not losing audio, which is why it's weird. Seemed to stop. Yeah. It was just you. I to be completely honest, there are currently 4 different screens that have this game running. Like I have my OBS, my Elgato link, my link to my what is it called? Laptop? Yeah, my laptop, and then my actual screen that I used. So yeah, there's some times where that might be an issue. I was just trying to make sure, because usually it's the Elgato stream link that's going to be the issue, but it doesn't look like that's the case. That's just what I was checking. All right. A lot of Geodudes. I think there's more Geodudes up here. Also, if you are here looking for somebody to be really hype over shinies, you've come to the wrong place. Ironically enough, I could care less about shinies. I'm just doing this because there's that Path of Solitude that this game has that I feel like nobody's really actually shown off. And I figured while I'm trying to grind every single Pokemon to level 80 so I have a fair shot, we would just go shiny hunting in the meantime. I will concede that shinies are indeed rare. However, when you grind for them, you are going to get it eventually. But currently, there's only a few more that I need just to finish out the list. That's not including the space-time distortion ones. I think the space-time distortion ones might just be easier to get them from Scarlet and Violet. That's what I'm deducing, but I could be wrong. Also, I have to say, so a while back, some random viewer gifted me a shiny Cyndaquil. And I still have, like, the Typhlosion that I got from it, like, that I have. And I was thinking about this. I don't know why I just passed the Psyduck and the Baneri. That is a factoid we will never know. But I was thinking about it. And I seem to recall this viewer was like, yeah, this is like my fifth shiny Cyndaquil that I've gotten and everything. And this was before like massive mass outbreaks were a thing. So I have the sneaking suspicion that the Cyndaquil that I was gifted might not be legitimate. I don't really know for... Okay. Nope. Alright, the Banuis are just crazy. I don't have like any evidence of it or anything, but I seem to recall them talking in chat like a while ago and saying that they had like quite a few different Cyndaquil. So I'm wondering if they might have just like hacked it in and said that it was just from space-time distortions and I just didn't know any better at the time. Because getting Cyndaquil from space-time distortions, either you're the luckiest person in all of existence, or you just did a space-time distortion and hacked it in. Which that's part of the reason why I'm trying to get another set of Cyndaquil. Funny enough, Cyndaquil is the only one that I need the full family for. I haven't been lucky with it. Just to be honest. Also, I just want to check the stuttering issue while I'm... Rate looks good. I think we're good. It's weird having this game up on 4 different screens, and I'm trying to... There's an Alpha Abra. I would like to point out, the sheer amount of Alpha Abras I have seen in this game is startlingly high. Like, I think the Abras are trying to stage a revolt nowadays. I think they truly just want... I just realized I have 151. Was that a... I thought that was like geometry that was like stuck out that I've never seen before. I have 151 balls left. I think we're good for this test. We're going to see if this works. We got 13 dust previously. We've been at this for about an hour, so I mean, it's not the worst thing. I've caught 65 Pokemon. You know what? I think that's good. We can gauge this properly. Ah, you have nothing left to do. Back to the security core. Back to Jubilife. Alright. Now, with the team that we have, it's going to release all of these. I won't release the Zubat. If somebody wants a shiny Zubat, though, I have plenty. Let it be known. I do have... Sorry, somebody asked earlier, they were like, how many shinies do you have? These are my extras. So if you ever want a shiny Staraptor or like shiny Golem, man, I got plenty of those. You have no idea. Also, Zubat, Golbat, excuse me, Bidoof, Drifloon. If you want a useless combi, I got you. But then we got some of the cooler ones. I have 4 shiny Rufflets from like the past 3 streams. Apoms. For some reason, we get lucky with some Glalie around here. None of these have been evolved except for the Staraptors and the Golems, by the way. So, like, yeah. And then we just have everything in order. Alright, let's see. How much are you about to give me? Grit Gravel. 36 stacks of Great Dust. It's the 10 to 15. That's what it is. Doesn't matter about your team. You just gotta get 10 to 15. Got it? Alright. We now know the play. We now understand what needs to be done. Now it is the time to completely ignore that and go to the Alabaster Iceland. Let's just buy a bunch of Ultra Balls now. It's best to be prepared. You don't say. I just want everyone to know that I am the sole reason this merchant's a millionaire. I have made this man so much money, you would not believe it. Hello. Give me the berries. Give me every cool thing you could possibly want. Out of all of these, I only need to go to 2 places. Cool. I need to go to the Abra because I still need an Alakazam. I need to go to the Sweenub because I still need a Mamoswine. Weirdly enough, I think the best course of action is just doing my route to check to see where everything is. There is a potential. This is the one area that does have like 2 or 3 EV that I can check. I'm not super hopeful. We'll see. No way a new horde is formed. Hide. You know what? I'm not super upset about this. I mean, once again, if one of these decides that they want to be Kadabra, I'm sorry, shiny, that does help me get my Alakazam. See, I think back to the Johnstone video where I think it was when he was trying to get all of like the he was trying to get like a shiny Pokemon to show up for every single quest that you could do in the game. And he somehow got the same shiny Alakazam twice. Wow. What up, buddy? Like it's the one that's in the Obsidian Fieldlands. And he somehow got it twice, which the odds of that happening are already staggeringly low. So like, even if you dislike shiny hunting and think it's like dumb and stuff, which I'm of the hypocritical part of that, I think it's amazing to get that. Like, that is incredible. You know, Lilith, you mentioned fan game, and like, I'm thinking about it. I wonder if any of the fan games out there do actually have like the shiny like code put in, or they have like all the different variations. I wonder how many of those actually put in the time to have that. I would imagine not too many. If any. Because like there's probably to most people playing them, it's like, what's the point of that when it's a fan game and not like a actual mainline series? There's still probably some people who would enjoy doing something like that, though. This is the big one. Basculin's also another one that I'm trying to get. Basculin's actually the one I'm terrified to get the most. Because I don't... Like, I was reading somewhere there's a third form of Basculin. But I don't know how true that is. I've still yet to see any shiny Basculin. So it's just a matter of, like... Will we actually... Wow! Alright, apparently just catching the Swinub, but just... My luck is not here today, holy... No way you missed. No way you missed again. The blizzard may go on a bit longer. That's okay. Still a Swinub around here? I don't really need it. You know, I wonder... Hold on. Let me adjust this real quick. I wonder if I can do... I'm just trying to see if I can... adjust this. Get Lucario? I don't need it. Also, welcome to the stream, Monkey. How's it going? Okay. This might be better. Let's see if this works. That I feel like made everything worse. Hold on. I was doing some changes here. Just trying to see if I can do this. What if I do this? I think the stuttering issue that might have been happening might stop. Actually, hold on. Let me do one more thing. Have to do... we could just do it like that. We'll see how it goes. Anyway. Yeah, I don't exactly need the Lucario. That's not on my list. Bunch of Ghastlies down there. Oddly enough, I'm looking for Basculate about all things. One of these days, we'll find one. But then I have to worry about if there's like even a third variant of it. Because then I'm going to have to get one I'm going to have to get 4 of them. Oh, that sounds disgusting. Hello, Gallade. That almost got me. Well, if it's another Rowlet, though, I swear. I don't need any more shiny Rowlets. They're not important to the cause. If I had to guess what 2 shinies I could probably get, I mean, Magby is one that I've been going for ages. Like, I feel like getting a Magby is probably in the cards today. I totally forgot that apparently I need a Happiny. That's going to be annoying. Wishcash shouldn't be that bad. That's not what I'm seeing. Mass Outbreaks. Skunk Tank? Nope. The Icelands at least have the fish. They also have Gibble. I would wager, right? I would wager that we're probably looking for like... I don't know. I'm feeling pretty good about this run through. Sweenub's another one, right? Because I gotta get Mamoswine. I could check the Alpha Mamoswine. I should probably start putting that into my rotation. Now I think about it, I think the shiny Lucario I got was the Alpha that was up there. Okay, just keep a lookout for the Bandit. She's not there. It's funny how much of like a rotation you get when you're just doing the same searches over and over. It's the quote-unquote joy of doing something like this. This Garchomp, though, like, somebody in chat's probably gonna pop off when that happens. I'm just gonna consider another day at the office. But somebody else's. Oh, dude, a Frostlass. That's cool. I remember when we were trying to go for the Alpha Frostlass until we discovered that one of my snow rents decided to change sexes, like, just while it was in the box. I wish I was joking, but I'm fairly confident that the snow runt that I had that was shiny was actually male. So I don't understand why all of a sudden it was female, because I would have noticed that immediately. I feel like that's not the first time I know of something that's happened when doing something like this. Because I always think back to in Black and White 2. So I used to play Black and White 2 with a bunch of high school friends. And one of my friends, he wanted to use an Electivire on their team. So they got an Elekid. It was like the first Elekid they got. And like we were all just like chatting. And he would have noticed the color change. Because like he was like really focused on making sure he got the Elekid. So he got the Elekid, and then when he evolved into an Electabuzz, like, I don't know if he did just miss a spot check, or, like, if it actually was, like, they just decided to change. But he noticed that his Electabuzz was suddenly shiny. So I'm assuming he just missed a spot check. But we've always discussed that, because he was adamant about the fact that, like, the Elekid was never shiny to begin with. Then I've had times where I've played through the Pokemon games where I swear that one of the Pokemon that I'm using was just particular sex that's needed for like evolution, and then I find out later that nope, it's apparently always been the other one. So it's like, oh, well, I guess I can evolve it anyway. Had it happen a lot with combis, weirdly enough. So I did once want to use a Vespiquen on one of my teams. I don't think it went anywhere, though. I don't know if I use bug types that much. Like, just thinking about it. Gosh, because what was my team in this game? It was a Lopunny. Okay, straight the Elgato Streamlink just freaked out for a second, but I think we're good. There was a Lopunny, a Gyarados, a Driftblim, a Leafeon. Those are the four that I know clearly. Part of me wants to say that it was like a Luxray too. When I think I used the person's Typhlosion that they gave me, or the Cyndaquil, and then I evolved it to a Typhlosion. I think I did. I don't remember my Sword and Shield team at all, but we're going to be going back to replay the other version that I never played. So. Scarlet and Violet, since Switch 2 is out, is probably a better, easier thing to do. Nothing crazy in this one. Return to the village, please. What the fuck? It's a Machop day. Machop. Machop is out and about today, apparently. Alright, so what are we looking for here? Chimchar? I could have permutation of Chimchar. I don't, once again, Chimchar is not one of those I would want to permutate. Zorua, I would absolutely. Out of these, Feel, we do need Celio still. Monferno's another one. Kadabra's another one. Okay, question. How many guava berries do I have? 99? Okay, we're sitting pretty. So I guess we'll first go to the Spheles. I think if I recall correctly, like, I think we had a Sphele that I just accidentally evolved into a Walrein. Because I remember there was a period of time in the Cobalt Coastlands where, like, we just got Sphele after Sphele after hello. Okay. Hello. You gonna run? Flee? Yeah. All we're looking for is the pink round sphere. I can't believe we were there. I mean, Celio could be another one. Hi. Listen, Spheles are adorable. We love them. Sucks they're locked behind a time gate in Emerald. Cool. Alright. Oh, we did get the Silcoon and the Cascoon, right? Eevee's another one that I'm worried about. I think there can be outbreaks of Eevee. So that might be something that we do try for. Okay. Here's the monkey family. Okay. Is that an Infernape? It is. Buddy, I'm gonna need you to... Seriously? Monkeys are going crazy. Holy hell. The thing is, these are starters, right? And starters are notoriously hard to catch anyway. We can go around and then get to Kadabra. Can you stop? Okay, stop with the glitch. I feel like this is only a Switch 2 glitch, where, like, once they get out of the Pokeball, like, something like that happens. Dear God, dear Lord, what? I definitely didn't save prior. This might have been one that I might have wanted to do. I was thinking about it. Yeah, see, I've never seen the whole they just follow you constantly sort of thing. How dick. Yeah, I mean, we could have permutation this. There was a possibility. I don't think we wanted to, though, because there's still, like... There's still a few other Pokemon I need to get. You know, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm thinking Eevee might be easier to get than I first realized. I'll have to double check, but I get this feeling. Eevee might be easier than I think. Let me go on a bit longer. I mean, yeah, we're just heading to the Kadabras. Once I get to the cadabras, though, I'm gonna be right back real quick. Go use the restroom. I see that shaking tree. It's not one of the cherubi trees, so I'm not interested. Let me just head straight over there. Hello, Quillfish. Cool. Bunch of cadabras, but I'll be right back. Alright, we are back. Sorry about the wait. I always feel a little bit under the weather the later everything gets. Excuse me. I don't intend for it to be ages before I come back, but sometimes you just wake up, you don't feel well, and I say wake up, you don't feel well, but it's just more stuff. Excuse me, you need to come back here, sir. No way a new horde's forming. No, okay. Well, there's our one new one. You don't see shit. Interesting. Well, that's one new one. Okay, bucko, 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 bucko. Like, no, you need to... I can't believe we got an Alakazam. Okay. I was just talking about the Alakazam, and now we're here getting an actual... We just got a regular one. Or, well, non-alpha. Well, that went well, so that's one. It'd be funny if this guy all of a sudden, though, is like, also. Didn't think so. Didn't think so. You know what? What did I do? Could I do this? And that way I can see. Bro, another one. Another Alpha Abra. Jesus. Okay, that's exactly what I thought. Gosh, I was getting two in my head about it. We're good. Okay. I just need to check the Stantler area. And then we're cruising. While I was back, I should have checked to see, because I think there are EV mass outbreaks. Let me check. Well, you know what? This is probably... I was like, oh, you know what? There might be something causing issues. I now realize that there was something going on in my background. That's funny. I was thinking about it. I was like... After Lilith pointed out that like the stream might be stuttering, I kind of get in my head because I want everything to like look and run perfectly. So I was like, maybe there's something else I can fix. This, that, the other. Totally forgot that there's something on the back end that was like running. That just definitely didn't need to be running. Okay. Come on, Stantler. I just want to green one of you. None of you are green. Nope. No green Stantlers today. But hey, not too bad, all things considered. Hello. Okay. Eevee can be found in mass outbreaks. So at least in regards to like mass outbreak Pokemon I'm missing Eevee. Yo, Mamoswine? Hell yeah, I'm taking Mamoswine. Any day of the fucking week. Also, what level are my peeps? 70s? Where's the Mamoswines? Okay, so new route. I need to go past the Alpha Mamoswine just to have another chance. Unless this Mamoswine decides that it wants to be the hero? Unlikely. We're looking for Sweenup. We're looking for not you. In fact, you are a pain in the ass to get anyway. So catching another one of you, I might make somebody else pretty happy. I mean, trades are always a thing. I could trade with people. I do have a ridiculous amount of shinies, so trades get me through this faster. That's the thing. And some people might be like, you don't need to. Like, trading is cheating. And frankly, I don't care. Once again, I'm not doing this for, like... If I had the time... If I had the time to actually, like... This is... I feel like my brain's getting scrambled. Is Glalie also wanting to be part of the party, too? Holy hell. Sorry, my brain felt like it was getting scrambled there for a moment. That is an Alpha Glalie. Excuse me. If I had the time and was like doing this full time and everything and just getting all the shinies, like spending insurmountable hours playing this game, then sure, I would be fine with it. But I'm just doing this to get to the Path of Solitude, and I could care less about the whole shiny route to get there. I just think it would be funny to do. Because, like, the Porygons that I have, there was no way in hell I was getting those from this game. I don't have the time to just sit around the space-time distortions when there's not going to be any benefit to it. And like I said, I could just trade to get the rest of them and be like, meh. Trading a shiny for a shiny, like, already got a shiny. I just doing an equivalent exchange trade, as it were. Though I guess I don't really advertise it on streams too much. That's like, hey, I'm willing to trade. If you have one of the ones that I still need, let's trade. What up, Zero? How have you been? What have you been up to, Zero? I feel like it's been a minute. floating around. Yeah, I guess the more I think about when it comes like trading, like you have people who are like adamant, it's like, oh, you have to get all of the shinies yourself. Nothing, like trading is just like cheating in that in a way. And then I think about like Pokemon in general. Pokemon's always been about like trading and like talking with other people, connecting with them, and you know, it's like different version exclusives that you're supposed to talk to somebody else in order to like to get the Pokemon. I feel like just trading like a shiny for a shiny is helping somebody get a shiny that they otherwise don't have. And in return, you're getting a shiny back that's going to help with completing said challenge. So like looking at my list, like I have Blossey's Tangrowth. I could just take Tangrowth off the list. I'm still going to check because like that's fine. But I think because I'm worried that the Typhlosion is not a legitimate Typhlosion, based on what I vaguely recall the viewer talking about, I think it's better just to still try to get all 3 Cyndaquils. I do need to trade with somebody to get a Magnemite and a Magneton and a Magnezone. Like, that's non-negotiable. And then same with Johto, Sneasel, Weavile, Cranidos, Rampardos, Shieldon, and Bastiodon. Like, those are non-negotiable. Pretty good going to my partner, so I've been pretty often. New places? Well, that's fun. How have I been? Stressed to all hell and currently in the midst of, well, I say currently, it's more I'm about to start looking for a new job again, even though it's been a year. So I'm going to start that whole cavalcade probably, well, it's past midnight, so today. I do have Abomasnow, right? Okay. I was like, Abomasnow's on here. I mean, if somebody were to gift me these, like, that would be dope. Like, as shinies, but I don't think that's going to be possible. Especially because some of these do break the game, so I'm just not going to worry about those. Okay. Here's where I'm at. Release. I need to move these. That's cool that you got a new roommate who's also now your partner. That's awesome. Congratulations. It seems... Okay. This guy... Go in his spot. This girl, excuse me. And was the hardest thing to find, and now I have an Abomasnow and a Snover. That's funny. Somewhere that makes up in bucks when you go in. Here's hoping, because I was talking about it briefly earlier. I just don't want to go back to the medical industry anymore. This could be good or bad, so let's save before I do this. Yeah, my mom was asking me if, like, oh, do you want to go back to the medical industry? Like, you're good at it, so why don't you go back there? And I'm like, no. No. The reason I'm leaving is because it's so depressing about how prices are being jacked up and no one can do anything about it. Like, I can't. Oh, I cannot. Holy crap. Okay, this could be great. So there's Shellos. Okay, so I think I need to go to the arena. Go get Basculin. Go get Woof Woof. Teleport over here. Go get this Woof Woof. And then grab Shellos and then maybe Cleffa. Yeah, I don't know what I want to do though. That's the big thing. I have no idea what I want to do. Like, I don't know if I just want to do something new that's like just adding to my repertoire of jack of all trades, or do I want to go back and do something I've done previously? And frankly, I just don't know. I kind of wish we had the same thing that like Europe does, where you can get like learn a trade skill, and when you learn a trade skill, like you're pretty much like stuck with doing that job, but at least like you know what to do. This is insane what is happening. Free Basque Legion. And none of the fish did fish things. Cool. What's around over here? I always thought about it. I was like, man, it would be kind of cool to get a trade. Nope. I find people that watch to trade with. I'm sorry, Vesta, and there's no way to include them in but something you enjoy seeing. True. I think you're a little bit behind on the stream. So what I was talking about. But that's fair. I just have a sneaking suspicion that that is our second one for today. Just a slow typer? That also could be it. You're good. I forget that I type really fast. Gosh, okay, sorry. Side note to everything. Talking about jobs a little bit. So, one of the people I work with, he doesn't own like a computer or anything like really technology based. Like the only thing she does is like when it comes to technology is at our work. Like that's the only thing she does. I had explained to her what a zip folder was the other day, like okay. Nope, you didn't see me. Cool. I was like baffled because like to me zip file folders and or zip file folders and all of that, like that's just like second nature to me, like typing. And for her it's like crazy. So emails about her limit, email and like the tech that you use for dentistry, like that's all it is. But it's funny because like my boss, she's a gamer, and weirdly enough, like I would at first consider her like a gamer, like not really in the sense of like the name, more like, you know, you have people who are like, oh, I'm a gamer, I play Sims 2 constantly. And I would wager that they're gamers for playing Sims 2. But no, she plays like Fall Guys and Headbangers and Halo and stuff, and I'm like, cool, okay. You know your games. Cool. However, she's the only person at my job who knows anything remotely about gaming. But yeah, no, it's kind of funny having to teach somebody about like everything that I more or less just take for granted. Oh, I also gotta see, speaking of my boss, she was talking to me that she has this like standing table that she's trying to get rid of, but it's like gigantic. I'm wondering, like, maybe I might think about getting it. Not for just my table for like streaming, mind you, but like depending on how big it is, I could put it right next to, like, right behind me, and actually use it for, I would say, storage, but not entirely. Just like a good place to put things, because I don't exactly have like a, I mean, obviously behind me, you can't see it on stream for those who've not seen my face, when I'm not a cat. But there's like the exorbitant amount of plushies behind me, so you have a ridiculous amount of plushies behind you. They fill up a lot of space. Gosh, I also, Funko collectors are gonna be upset at me, but I could care less. I had like my Funko Wooloo for like the longest time, up on one of my like cabinet things, and it accidentally like fell off when I've been like cleaning and everything, and I didn't realize that it like had fallen to the ground under, like, right by my bed. So like I just, what the fuck? Oh my lord. Okay. Stepped off my bed this morning and I like stepped on it and realized, oh shit, I just completely broke the, like, the actual like packaging. To which, like, I don't care, right? Like, packaging's packaging. I'm not gonna be selling it anything. Like, I'm just, you know, I'm just, looks cool, I guess. I know some collectors would like freak out. But yeah, now I get the Funko just chilling. That is everything I need. So let's just go exploring. I feel the game has been important or game more if she laptop. Oh, nice. Well, that should be fun for them. My Japanese exclusives stay very safe for my face. That's fair. Let's do be fair. I need to organize and clean, like, because of like all stress, depression, and everything. Like, I've just been putting it off and off to like clean and like organize. I'm pretty sure Doge gave me a glance when he saw me walk out with 3 pizza boxes. In my defense, there was no pizza left in them, but that also just signifies that I'm a fat ass. So, like, take your pick on that one. Sometimes you just have to clean to feel better. Yeah, no, I need to organize and stuff. I think right now, I've like been thinking about like what's gonna make me feel better, right? Especially because I'm in another instance of having to, you know, leave a job and find another one, and the job market's already hard enough as it is. So like there's always that like fear that I'm just gonna be stuck and just not happy. Like there's that worry, right? But I I think I just gotta keep telling myself I need to push away the thoughts. It's like, you know, it's just the same two alphas. Holy shit. You know, times are tough right now. Things are shitty. You know, I always got streaming I can go do, and I can also like work on some other stuff and move forward with that. I really gotta like keep reminding myself that as of late. Like, I do want to keep streaming some more. I know I have the final few paragraphs of a script I need to write. And then, we'll go from there, I suppose. I think I'm going to be spending a lot of this week. So, fun fact, because I caught that Tentacruel, that's my 2 Pokemon that I need to get for the stream. And we're pretty much a little more than 2 hours. I say a little more. Yeah, we're 2 hours over, so I might be actually wrapping up the stream here relatively soon, because I did everything that I needed to do today, which is fun. But there's a bit of more I want to talk about. So asterisk wise, I only work 3 days this week, and maybe less. We'll see, and that sucks, especially for money wise, but I don't really get too much of a say in it based on everything going on with my job right now. So Monday I work a full day, which is fine, but Tuesday apparently I'm gonna have entirely off. And then Wednesday I have to go to a meeting super early in the morning that might turn into either me working a half day afterwards or just having the rest of the day off. And then Thursday I work a full day, but it's in the sense of like I'm doing the easier part of the day. And then Friday is a 50-50 on if I work or not. Now with the alternative, I just like to point out, the alternative being driving 2+ hours. If we're considering traffic, it's 3.5 hours to a different office. I'm not pleased with that notion. Yeah. Well, so I think I'm gonna try to like put my foot down and handle, like, rather than doing the constant depressing joke of just taking a trip to the lake constantly. Do I have a Glameow? Okay. I was like double checking where I need to explore. Let me explore down here because there's some feels. Then I need to go up here. I think I want to spend, so Monday, I'm gonna try my best to not let sleep completely overtake me this week, and we're gonna see how well it goes. I am thinking, love did not enthuse me much. Let's get the time. Well, here's the thing. I would be fine with long drives if, one, my car was in a nice position. My car is still pretty beat up. 2, that I get paid for my mileage, which I do. That's the good part. The downside, though, is they also say that they'll pay me from the time, but it's the time of what it looks like if there is no traffic. So if I'm supposed to be there for, like, it's supposed to take me an hour to drive there, but it takes me 3.5, I only get paid for the hour. Which is what it is. And that's both there and back. Otherwise, I just put on my Nikkei playlist and I just rock out to some sick music. I was going to put some Blue Archive music on there, actually. And some good songs. But yeah, I think I'm like debating on like what I want to start and what I want to work on. The wolf whoop's asleep. It's adorable. I still got things to talk about, so I can just keep streaming for a little bit more of some driving music. Oh man, the Nikkei playlist I got is sick as fuck. No, what was I saying? I don't want to start anything new yet, stream-wise. I just want to finish up everything that I'm like working. I guess we're gonna go back to the Cobalt Coastlands. If let me go here. Go back. So like Pokemon Legends Arceus, that's a long, like this game is just long for a bunch of reasons, especially because the remaining part is getting every Pokemon up to level 80 to 100 and then going from there, which, you know, it's rough. I don't really want to go back to just doing Dead by Daylight stuff until the event is over, because I'm just getting aggravated with it. Technically, I can go back to Stellar Blade and finish that. Like really the 3 games that I'm streaming right now are Dead by Daylight, Pokemon Legends Arceus, and Stellar Blade. I guess I can also do Smash Bros. That is another one, the Smash Nuzlocke. I guess I do have a few things that I can like type about. I'm like thinking about it. Mention all the shinies. Yeah. Well, once again, I'm perfectly fine with like trading people for shinies. The problem is I don't think most people who are watching this want to trade shinies or have any shinies. But I mean, the sooner I get all of them, like, the better. Because then I could just focus on doing the actual interesting part, which is the Path of Solitude. This Finneon here, gosh, this is fucked. Because we got Glameows. I think I go here, go to the Glameow, then go to Finneon. Finneon's another one that's terrifying for a bunch of reasons. Save. I just need one of these cats to be... But yeah, I think what I'll do is... Because I was also debating, like, oh, maybe I should work on, like, the killer stuff for Dead by Daylight, because that's the other part of the video. There's still a cat somewhere. Did the cat drown? Where? Oh, okay, it's gone. That's cool. Yeah, no, there's like, once again, there's a whole bunch of games that I want to stream. I'm a little concerned because, like, after Lilith earlier in the stream said that the stream might be, like, was stuttering a bit. I never got clarification if it was just them or if it is my stream and whatnot. And technically, since the stream itself is, like, in 4 separate places, because, like, monitor-wise is what I mean. I'm hoping that it's fine. But I also, like, in the future, I know I want to get a more powerful PC so that way I can actually, like, have better looking streams. It's always been smooth for me. Yeah, I always do, and, like, that's the thing. I always do too. Like, I check the VODs and, like, skip around, just kind of, like, seeing. And everything always looks smooth, but I don't know, there's that worry in the back of my head, like, wait, what if I'm missing something? Alright. Need one of you to turn yellow, please. We could permutation this. I get the feeling it's going to become an Arcanine. Hello. If these are alpha woof woofs, that is crazy. Nope. Okay, Celio's next. I don't know, there's so much that I need to do. There's so many games. We were talking about like another game that I wanted to stream more of. I wanted to stream the Castlevania series. There's the Final Fantasy series. I need to figure out just like video wise like what I should focus on first and then go from there. Dude, this blubber guy's running. Ain't true. I think I need to finish up games is the big thing, but I can't finish up like the truth of it is I can't finish up Dead by Daylight until the anniversary is done. Because there's no point into doing a lot of that stuff until the end of the anniversary. This game, frankly, if I'm going to finish this game, I do need to trade with people. The problem is the amount of people who watch the streams. I don't know how many people end up watching the Pokemon streams. And like I said, I don't know how many even have like shinies that they would be willing to trade for other shinies, right? So like that's another thing. Yeah, knock me off. So that's why there's the other option of like playing Scarlet and Violet and then getting them through that. I don't know if that's a good idea. Really, out of every game, excuse me, out of every game that I'm streaming right now, technically, Stellar Blade I can probably do. Because I do enjoy Stellar Blade. I've just been waiting for more mods and stuff to come out. So, I don't know if I'm going to make it to the Glameows in time. We'll try. Yeah, there's a lot of ideas, a lot of stuff to play, a lot of stuff I want to play. And then I also have a bunch of games that Neko and I are going to both be playing once that happens, and I think we're going to be doing like a stream together sort of thing, so that way you can see both perspectives from what we're streaming. So that way people can see both sides. I'm curious to see if Neko is going to be recording it themselves. It's something I need to figure out, but I don't know how they would do that. Okay, one of these cats. The amount of cats that I have caught. We can make a small army with them at this rate. For yourself, I'm trying. I need to make like an actual schedule for myself. I know Neko is also helping me revive my Discord server. So that's a potential thing. I'm just like thinking of like everything I need to do. What I'll say tentatively for right now. I'm gonna say Monday we'll stream. Might just end up streaming Stellar Blade. Nothing's chasing me. Because Stellar Blade, I have to play through that game 3 times if I want to do everything. Really fun game though. So. While I'm roaming about, true. Very, very true. That would be sick. You know, maybe I should focus Dead by Daylight, even with the anniversary, just to get the killer footage that I need, and then the rest of them. Maybe I should do that. This game I just want to leave for Sundays, right? Like, I feel like if I were to try to do, like, shiny hunting every single day, one, it's just incredibly boring to watch, I feel like, but two, like, it would drive most people insane, I feel like. So, but there's other games that I should check my list of games. I also know that there's a bunch of games that Neko's gonna want to stream. Here's what let me like not consider like, oh, this is the game I'm going to stream this day or whatnot. What I'm thinking is, whatever excites you, fair. I think we'll do a stream on Monday. Well, okay, the goal is to stream every single day. That's always been the goal. We did it a bunch in the past. I technically can do it now. I just haven't been because of insurmountable stress that has now been like ongoing for 2 years. It's so much fun. So like, stress sucks. What can you do? You just roll with the punches and sleep it away. So I'm thinking Monday I would stream. Tuesday, if I can wake up early enough, if I can get myself awake, what I could do is I can finish, assuming that they have confirmation that I'm not working on Tuesday. Right. I didn't even hear the shiny indicator, which is a little worrisome, but whatever. I think Tuesday I want to write 2 scripts. I want to finish the Dead by Daylight one, and then I want to start the Pokemon one, and then just go from there. But I'm gonna also end up the stream. My stomach's starting to kill me again, which has just been very consistent. Like, we got the 2 new Pokemon, so this has been a successful stream in that aspect. But I should probably rest before my stomach decides to say, Kit, you are just gonna be in pain, and then you're not gonna be able to show up to work tomorrow, and you're already on thin ice, so yeah. But I thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed Pokemon. If you're watching this as a VOD or like watching this live and want to comment after the fact, if you want to trade shinies, let me know. Because there's quite a few shinies I still need, and any bit helps. Because if once I get all the shinies done, I can easily then get everything to level 80 to 100 in order to do the Path of Solitude. So yeah. But with that, I'm going to end things off here. So I thank you all so much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed the stream. Have a wonderful day, night, morning, afternoon, and or evening. Of course, my name's Gatafi, and I'll see you all next time for some more Variety Gaming. See you later. Peace. Bye, everyone.